Hello, everyone. It's me, Eloy. I'm here to talk about what happened in Paris and also what other terrorist attacks have been happening around the world. Um, Obviously, my heart goes out to all the victims, my sincere condolences to the family members, and my positive thoughts, intentions, and prayers go out to them. No act of terrorism against any innocent civilians is ever justified. Never. However, I do want to warn the fellow citizens of the world, American citizens, French citizens, Western citizens, about not becoming that what we want to combat. We can't let our hearts be hardened and become filled with prejudice and bigotry. Yes, what's happening and what has been happening around the world is horrible, but there are not simplistic answers or causes as to why. It's very complex. It is embedded in history. The things we are seeing manifesting started hundreds of years ago when none of us were actually around. Was that Syria was an artificial country created after the fall of the Ottoman Empire by European powers without regard to the ethnic backgrounds of the people that they were actually placing in these nations. Syria as a modern state is about 50 years old and has been ruled by two ruthless dictators. A group of people legitimately started uprising and demanding more rights for themselves. A group that was founded in 1999, ISIS, came in and exploited that vacuum. ISIS is not like Al Qaeda. ISIS is essentially a country. They collect taxes. They subject the people that they have conquered to their own laws. They have a court system. They have a police system. They have institutions. They are filling in a vacuum that the Iraqi government, the Syrian government haven't been able to fill. They have been exploiting these vacuums and they are torturing their own citizens. So any politician that tries to exploit this tragedy for political gain is quite frankly just a piece of human bile, an asshole. These tragedies should not be exploited. We should not use each other's fears or anger or exploit the public's fear. And we should not carelessly aim blame at an entire group of people. And I know many of you may not like the words that I'm saying, but it's important. It is very important to keep a holistic perspective in mind. I think, what if it was one of my own family members in that tragedy, and I can't even begin to process or comprehend how I would feel? And I even question myself, would I try to be this rational and really think of thorough solutions? I don't know, but I hope I would. I'm only human like everyone else, but I do know that we don't start viewing each other with more love and respect of difference and understanding and being more compassionate towards one another. I don't know if this planet will be around for my great grandchildren. And that scares me. That should scare everyone. I don't have a solution to the problems in Syria. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know how to fix centuries of bloodshed, and I don't know what we can do to stop it. But what I do know is this: we cannot alienate and exploit our own citizens that may share a faith similar to the ones of the terrorists. By doing so, by alienating a group of people, we'll only create more problems for ourselves down the road. So, whatever we do, we must be very measured and thoughtful. Yes, this was an act of war, and yes, France and its allies has every right to go to ISIS and take the fight. But be very careful not to do the same to your average citizens. Every person at their core wants to provide for their family. And maybe if we find a way to adequately share resources and adequately develop countries and their economies, maybe we'll then see a reduction in these acts of terror. Because having over 50% unemployment for young males is a recipe for disaster in any context. Again, I want to send my sincere thoughts and condolences to the people of France and to the people of Beirut and to the people all over around the world that are suffering because of cowards, because of terrorists. God bless you all.